welcome back to our Bass Bros video. Today we're going over the Kastking Speed Demon Elite 1051, the world's fastest baitcaster from Kastking. Alright, let's look at it to start off with. We got it on a Kastking 610 drop shot. So we got it on now. It's the Speed Demon Pro rod. We got a professional fisherman rod, one of the best rods Kastking sells if you ask me, for bass fishing. Turn it around so you can see the Speed Demon. Got the Speed Demon on the side there, the reel frame, completely aluminum alloy frame. It's got the Demon eye with the micro adjustment for brakes. Let's go over the brakes. You got 6 electric magnetic braking system. You turn the brakes on. Let me tell you about the spool first. This is a split shaft spool, which means the shaft is split. It's not huge, one long shaft on the one end, and there's no shaft over here. That's what that means. It goes in just like that. Make sure your line don't get caught down inside there, the end of the spool, because it'll be a pain to get it out. It could have a big tangle. Anyway, this has the catchable slide on it, so you just don't go flying into the water and you lose it. So, alright, show you the adjustments work. This is really hard to do. So they're all on right now, all the brakes, all 6 brakes. Turn them off. You take one of these tabs, take your finger, and you push it all the way back. That's off. Push it all the way forward. You hear the click, it's on. That's how you do that. And to do the cover, take it on and off, you just simply push it into that groove right there. There it says close, you push it into the close. You want to open it, push it up to open, it'll open. Push down to close. That's it for that. We'll go over the rod hopefully next week, and we're going to do a show me casting it to show how far I can really throw the lure in the water every fishing, in this case Ned rig. And forever, no matter what you're using, you have to adjust the tension knob and your brakes what you're fishing. So I've got all brakes on and it adjusted to 7.5 right now. I'm doing it because if you have too many brakes off with Ned rig, you'll start to have line, it'll get tangled and everything. If you have your tension too loose or too tight, you could have a backlash if you don't know what you're doing with this. It is a braking system reel, but it is the world's fastest, so you can get backlashes. I've gotten pretty bad ones, but it's all because of my fault. You gotta have your tension knob adjusted right. This over here, so your bait falls just right you want it to. You gotta have that set right, and you gotta make sure this is right. This is what's key right here, is having the correct brakes on and correct brakes off. So that's what you're fishing. If you have trouble setting up the baitcaster, look up Kastking, their YouTube page. There's people on there, hundreds of videos of setting up a baitcaster. You have no backlash. So, alright, let's look at the outside of the reel and the drag. This is the drag. Push it back to loosen. Here it starts to wind down. As it get looser, it's spinning it. Tighten it up. As it gets tighter, it'll start getting hard to push, and then it means your drag is getting tighter, and the line won't pull out as easy. Alright, let's go over the specs of the reel, really, some more details about it. 10.51 is the gear ratio. It's the world's fastest as of right now. This reel was made like 2 years ago. I finally got it now. I love it so far. I haven't had any problems with it. 18 pounds for drag. That works excellent. I've never had any fish take line for me once my drag set, so no complaints there. 42 inches of turn. We are going to test that when we're actually physically casting the reel. We're going to set up a chalk line and from there to there, and to see if it, when you're reeling, does it do reel 42 inches. So it weighs 6.7 ounces, $119 on Amazon. If you buy it on Kastking, they'll give you 10% off for ordering from them, I believe. Yeah, you get 10% off from them for sure. But if you get on Amazon, it's $119. 10+1 steel ball bearings in this, so you don't have to worry about them rusting. They'll last forever. Let's go to the tension knob next. So how the tension knob works is, if I click it this way, this is increasing my fall in the water, my bait's fall. It's going to fall faster in the water. If I go back, my bait's only going to have a gradual fall, which is how the fish are biting has to do with all that. If fish are biting slow, you want to have a slow drop. If fish are hitting fast, you want to have a faster drop. So it all depends on that, what kind of water you're fishing, the depth and everything. You may want it to drop fast if it's really deep, or slower. Ned rig, it's shallow, mid to depth, so I'm going to have my drag set to slow drop always. So that's that. There we go. Has a total of 40 adjustments on it, on the entire thing, from the tension knob and the braking system. The reel is made in left to right handed, so you don't have to worry about that. You have to, this is left handed, so if you're a right hander you want a left handed, if you're left handed you want a right hand. So it's kind of opposite, because you reel with your left hand. I know it's going to be opposite in the video, but if you're left handed you retrieve with your right. So just make sure you get the right one for what kind of right or left handed person you are. Or some people, they can use it both ways. I struggle using it the other way, so I have to use it this way. These have the EVA grips on, which are super smooth rubber, which makes it easier and less likely to slip when you're holding and turning the reel. The reel is completely made of steel aluminum alloy, so it's never going to bend, it's never going to break. Forget the Kastking. If you ever want to watch a video of the reel completely tore apart and everything and then putting it together, you can watch them on their YouTube channel. They do the whole thing. They show you all the years and what are they made of, and the different pieces in the drag system. I don't know if I've already said this, but the wheel weighs 6.7 ounces right on the button. It's perfect. It isn't a lie like some real companies will say it weighs less than it actually does, or more than it does. So that's about it for this video. We'll see you at the creek when we're casting it.